All right. Welcome to The Price is Steven, America's #1 game show by Stephen Koo about Stephen Koo. And today we've got three very special guests. Coming up first, she's a podcaster and a published fan fiction author. Give it up for Molly Sanchez. Yay! Welcome to the show, Molly.
Thank you for having me, Steven.
Now, Molly, you said you've never been in my apartment ever, so you don't know what I own.
I don't know what you own, but I get a real strong sense. So, yes, I'm ready to play this game.
Now, earlier, right before the show, you showed us your shot glass. Could you show that to the camera again to everybody? The only shot glass you own?
Only shot glass I own is this Minnie Mouse torso shot glass. So you're drinking, it's like you cut Minnie Mouse off at the waist and you're drinking scotch from her torso. And it used to be part of a set, but I went through a quarantine breakup and now just Minnie and I alone in my apartment drinking scotch. And I've never been happier, Steven.
Okay. I want to ask more, but you know what? Let's just move on.
I'm an open book.
Our next guest, she draws horny Pokemon art that has been featured in comic book stores and online. Give it up for Dilynn. Welcome to the show, Dilynn.
Hello. I'm happy to be here. I'm a fan of the show.
Yeah, you've been one of our best commenters. I will say that a lot of the times when you guess, you give me too much credit as a reasonable human being. So
I have to lower my standards.
Yeah. Now tell me, do you do drunk purchases? Have you ever bought stuff drunk online?
That's a good question. Usually I buy stuff for other people when I'm drunk and I'm like, hey, you know what? You're going to have this today. I don't care if you don't want it.
Wow, that's super nice. Gifting's like my love language, but I guess what I end up doing is I end up buying stuff for myself, but I also buy a lot of things where I'm like, this will make a great birthday present. And then I just like hoard it in like a shelf somewhere. And then sometimes I'll give it to them when it's like not their birthday or not Christmas, like here. And they'll be like, wow, you just had this on hand?
That has happened to me. I reacted like that.
Okay, and our last contestant, she's a cat mom between jobs. Give it up for Dark Sheik.
Hi, Steven. Excited to play the game.
Now, I told people before the show that you seem like you might have an advantage because you've been on our other podcast, Nerd Rage: The Great Debates, and you've done that at my apartment a couple of times. So you have seen my apartment more than the other contestants. Dylan has seen it once, and Molly has never seen it. So far as she knows, I'm a curtain and lights. You don't know what I live like. You don't know. You can't see all the squalor behind the camera. Dark Sheik, how would you describe the visual experience of my apartment?
Oh, it's majestic in its amount of stuff. Not really the stuff itself, but just the way that it's so neatly put away into its different piles and sections.
Yes.
Really a plethora of just you could read the titles of books you don't ever want to pick up for hours. You just go down the shelf.
That's the most specific diss I've ever.
I've been gifted some of these books, and not only do I know what you have, I know what you give away. So
that's right. I gave you
distinct advantage.
Okay. All right. Well, for those of you new to the show, this is how the game works. All these questions are going to be about stuff that Stephen Koo, me, owns, and these prices do not include shipping or taxes. These are the prices that sober Stephen or drunk Stephen saw, didn't do the math in his head, was like, yeah, let's get it. All right. So we like to break our game up into different categories. Before we start, each of you get to ask me one question about anything. And Molly, you're going to be going first.
Okay.
Molly, this actually works because you have a Truth or Dare show, don't you? You used to do a comedy Truth or Dare show?
Well, we used to do a sleepover-based live show, and there was a Truth or Dare segment. So yes, this is reminding me of that. Okay, I get to ask you one question.
Yes.
Oh, I know the question I want to ask, but it's rude.
Do it. Absolutely do it. Absolutely do it.
Okay. What how much money are we making a year?
Oh, it was already asked in an earlier episode if you watched the show.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So I think like last year I was making 80, and then I just got a promotion that moved it up to 102.
Good for you, buddy. I'm honestly just proud of you.
But it's one of those things where I want to tell you, like, that's before taxes, and I definitely was like spending before I've seen a full year's worth of that realized.
Okay, so... no, I still feel good. Thank you for being vulnerable in that way. That's amazing. Good for you.
Yes. Okay, Dilynn, you're up next.
All right, I thought about this beforehand, and I even wrote it out.
Oh my God.
I had to be prepared. Look, my hands are sweaty. I'm very nervous. What's the most expensive item that you bought that's totally worth it?
Oh, that's...
It's the opposite of this entire show.
I guess I bought like a... I bought... It's worth it because I needed it to function as a human being, but even now I think like I could have done better with the money I spent on it. I bought a vacuum cleaner, like one of those Dyson apartment vacuum cleaners.
Oh, but those are so worth it.
I don't know. Maybe I just generate a lot of dust, but it feels like I have to like stop halfway through to cover my apartment. And like the battery dies in like 2 hours, and I guess I'm not vacuuming for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing it right. Something about it, no matter how much I vacuum, it feels just as, I don't want to say grungy. It feels as bachelor as it did before.
I worry for you, Steven.
All right, Dark Sheik, you get one question.
Oh gosh, you think I would have prepared? Let's see. If you were a vacation, what kind of vacation would you be?
Ooh, do you ever have those vacations where like you just stay at home, like you tell everyone you're gonna go somewhere, but then you're like, but if I use that same money and just bought myself like, you know, let's supersize this meal.
Sure.
Treat ourselves.
A staycation.
A staycation, but you told everyone you went somewhere, and then at the last day you take a picture in a park and act like it's somewhere else.
The deception is a big part of it. You couldn't just stay at home. You have to lie about it.
I'm saying this like I assume everyone knows this is a thing that people do.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's going to give me the edge to take this game.
Perfect. All right, we are moving on to our first question. This category is a drunken purchase. Now, I just found this out like today when I was writing the question. Lindt, Lindor, chocolates. That's two different things. I thought it was Lindt. I thought Lindor were like competing company. It's the same thing. Lindt, Lindor, chocolate truffles. They are featured around CVS's, around Walgreens.
Yeah.
Fancy chocolate.
They have that commercial where the guy fills it too big. Always. Yeah. We know.
Online, they have exclusive flavors such as matcha green tea. I don't remember the situation, but Drunk Steven apparently found their website and bought some Lindt chocolates for himself. Now,
and you didn't share?
Steven bought 100 Lindor chocolates for himself. Did he spend more or less than $25 for 100 Lindor chocolates that he bought drunk online? Ollie, you're up first.
Okay, so I have a unique advantage. I used to work at a now defunct company called Borders Books and Music, and part of my job was stocking the Lindt carousel. So I know that a pack of 5 Lindts costs $10. So doing the math on that, I'm going to say that you paid more than that for 100 Lindor chocolate truffles. I think you paid more than 25.
All right. Well, let's see what Dilynn has to say about that.
This is hard because I have categorized Drunk Steven as someone who's willing to buy something regardless of the price in my mind. And Sober Steven is someone who who looks at the value of an item and just goes, yeah, that's too much. So you know what? I know you're trying to stump me on the first try. I'm so bad at this game. I don't think I'm near drunk enough for this. I'm gonna say less.
Okay. All right, Dark Sheik, your turn.
I wasn't prepared for this. This has already hit a level where I had like a spasm and coughed out of just reaction. I don't know Lindt or Lindor, or really what a truffle is. I don't know. It's in a different world. But I imagine that if you were going to get chocolate, you weren't going to be like, well, let's look up the Lindor factory. That's my go-to. So what I'm guessing is that Lindt or Lindor came up with the idea to do a sale, and that's what caught your eye, and that you got this 100 Lindor chocolate truffles for like $24.99.
That's a really crazy, I love that.
Oh my God.
Sherlock Holmes level psychology you've got there. I like Core Concepts message about, I think this is a flex of what a good deal he got in the comments. But let's see the answer. The answer is Steven paid $30 for 100 Lindor chocolates.
I'm already at a loss.
Wow. You got ripped off way too much.
It turns out working at Borders in 2010 got me more than just a yeast infection from the guy in the music section. So
oh my God.
Works out.
I just want to point out the look of regret in that photo. Like, that was the day they arrived, which was like 2 weeks after Drunk Steven bought them. They showed up in the mail. I was like, oh, I guess these are mine.
I thought they were delicious.
They were. And then we had a heat wave, which kind of accelerated things.
Oh, no.
No wonder you didn't share.
Okay.
Wait, was it a sale or is that just the regular price?
Oh, that's a sale, buddy. That is.
That's a sale, really?
That's a sale price. 100 for 30.
All right.
But I don't know if I would do. I don't know if I would do that again, but I did just buy 75 more, like 2 weeks ago, and I'm going through it now.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We're now visiting Stephen Koo's gallery of stupid toys.
Oh, yay.
Stephen likes to buy really stupid toys that are particularly lame, but like right now I like to buy toys that I'm like, if I gave this to myself when I was like if I gave this to 6-year-old Stephen, he'd be like, what the hell is this? Why did they even make this? So a popular movie that came out in the 90s when Stephen Koo was a kid was the Batman the Animated Series. Got their own feature film in theaters, The Mask of the Phantasm. And all the commercials, the big premise of this movie is, who is this new mysterious villain, the Phantasm? This toy came out a week before the release of the movie and features an unmasked Phantasm.
Oh no, spoiler!
Spoiling the movie for everyone a week before it was showed in theaters.
That's a shame.
Now, this is an unopened action figure that Steven owns. And the question I have is, how much do you think Steven paid for this? Closest without going over. And Dark Sheik, you're up first.
Oh, $47.
47.
Yeah.
Why 47?
Well, it's a strange number. So I don't know. I felt like I didn't want to be too round for whatever like luck or probability reasons. But it just can't be worth that much. Like, it's not
so you
that.
47?
It is from the 90s, though. So it has some value just for being niche. But it's not like a hot, like, I don't know. I know some action figures go for hundreds of dollars. And this doesn't strike me as quite that. But yeah, I think I went a little high, but it's too late now. 47.
All right.
Now I've talked it out.
Well, you know what? No one said anything else. I'll let you change that number if you want.
No.
All right. Committed. I like it.
Good.
Dylan, you're up next. What do you think?
I am racking my brain because I remember this really dumb toy. You brought it to work.
Like, well, that sounds like a kid in elementary school. Be like, check out this toy I got.
Yeah, you brought it to work and you were so excited about it. I was like, yay! Okay, and I didn't go with my gut feeling or like my logical reasoning earlier, where drunk Steven would have paid more, sober Steven would have paid less. And I feel like in this instance, you would pay definitely less. And I have to lower my expectations of you, Steven. I want to say maybe, I don't know, like $10.
$10. Also, shout out to Dark Sheik from Cat Rocks 9000. Dark Sheik, you are my favorite. Just want to let you know that because it's not because you can't do that.
No.
All right, $10
so
for Dylan. Locking it in.
I feel
Molly?
like it's less, but ugh.
What are you thinking here?
Well, I kind of want to be safe. I think Dark Sheik is moving in the right direction, but I agree with them that I haven't ever heard of this before today, so it can't be like rare.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know every rare object in existence?
Yes, I
didn't know
do,
that.
actually. Hi, hello. Yes, I do know every rare object. No, I was thinking because my favorite like dad movie to watch on Netflix is Toys That Made Us, and they had a whole series on Kenner, and so I feel like they would have said something if this was a thing. So I'm gonna slightly underbid, and I'm gonna say you paid $37 for this, but truly I'm not an expert on accidentally drunk buying 90s toys, so I really don't know what I'm talking about.
Look at that flex. Molly, I was telling everyone Molly should host an episode of the show with her stuff between the Minnie Mouse shot class and the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Serious contender. Okay.
This Tamagotchi, I forgot how to use it, so now it's sleeping in a pile of its own shit. So, this was a good adult purchase too. So,
what is that? Me in 2020?
Yay!
Let's see. Steven paid, and I want you to know, Molly, this was a drunk Steven. This was sober Steven buying this. Okay. Drunk Steven was that other category with 100 Lindor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought these were all drunk Stevens. But
sober Steven is trying to buy a piece of cinematic history. And sober Steven paid $18. So good Dylan gets the point at closest without going over. Well done. All right. Our next one is going to be Stephen Koo's dating profile pics. That's our next category. So everyone likes to see a swinging bachelor who knows value and knows how to dress. What we've got is a picture of Stephen Koo in December 2020. Here you see him wearing a set of matching pajamas, a Boba Fett helmet, and a director's cut of Jingle All the Way. This is the extended version of Jingle All the Way that is 7 minutes longer than the original version, but not funnier.
How do you put more funny on top of all that funny? It's like there's only 100% that you can do.
So for this one, the game is you need to pick in order which ones from least expensive to most expensive they cost me. So just to let you know, in an earlier episode, someone got bamboozled because one of the things was a gift. Maybe, does it look like Steven wouldn't buy that for himself? Who knows? Molly, you're up first. Tell me, in order, lowest to highest, what you think the price range is for these. Or not price range, but how much?
So I'm going to... Thank you. I'm going to guess. It's tricky because I get the vibe that you have the kind of friends and or family who would want to take a matching Christmas pajama picture. So that could be the throwing it off thing. That could be the gift. But you also read like a person for whom people buy Boba Fett stuff. And I'm speaking as a person for whom people buy Star Wars stuff. So I almost reached for something, but I can't. It's not good enough to show. So either one of those read gift to me. But I can't.
You don't think someone gifted me the director's cut of Jingle all the way?
No, I don't. Frankly, I don't. No way, Jose. You bought that for yourself. Okay. I think the least expensive was the Pajamas. The middle one is Jingle all the way. And the most expensive is the Boba Fett helmet, because looking at it, it looks like it has some heft to it. It definitely goes all the way around. And if I know one thing about you, it's that you really like cosplay and thoughtful cosplay. So I bet you have like a heavy Boba Fett helmet. So yeah, that's me.
I really thought you were going to say, if there's one thing I know about you, it's that you like heft.
That's one thing I like. I like heft. I like girth.
All right. And for those of you in the audience, heft is when it makes a sound.
Like a
Dilynn,
bump?
Like a schlonk.
A schlong.
A schlonk. Uh-oh, Minnie Mouse is empty. Oh.
Minnie Mouse's torso is empty. Dilynn, you're up next. Tell us what you're thinking.
That is, okay. I have to get into the Stephen Koo mindset of.
You need to drink more then.
Yeah, I seriously need to drink more, and maybe I need to say howdy, howdy, howdy more. But if I remember correctly, those pajamas are from like Target. But like I feel like you definitely bought Jingle all the way. That's something you bought. Like yeah, I'm on part.
I just want to point out, like, the pajamas are from Target, but Jingle all the way director's cut's not.
It's very likely that you went out of your way to find it. So you went on Amazon and you definitely bought Jingle all the way director's cut. And is it the director's cut with the bomb scene?
The bomb scene was in both versions. The director's cut, what they did was a lot of the scenes were just longer. Like, they just were told to keep riffing, and it clearly didn't work. Like,
that's right.
Like, them driving in the car is like 3 minutes longer. It's them riffing, but it's them also awkwardly looking to the side like, are the cameras off yet?
Is that cut? No? Okay.
Oh, they're still going! Yes, and...
I want to say least expensive pajamas, and then director's cut, and then the Boba Fett helmet.
Nice.
All right. Dark Sheik, you're up next. Tell us what you are thinking.
Sure, it's going to be completely different, so get ready.
It's
first
hard.
Yeah, it's going to get nuts. The Jingle all the way, like, it's a terrific film. And I'm sure that nobody gave that to you. I'm not positive, but I feel like it's a little too random, but it's exactly the kind of thing that you would go out and buy. And also the way you're presenting it, it tells me something.
Holding it like an award.
Yeah. The Boba Fett helmet honestly looks like the one that used to roll around the Victory Warehouse, and I'm wondering if you just picked it up off the floor there, because it looks weathered like the one that we had back when I lived in like a shanty built off the side of a building in Oakland. So I think that was free and you did not pay for that. And I think maybe you owe me a Boba Fett helmet too, but unconfirmed as of yet. So I'm going to say that is the least expensive. And what that leaves then for most expensive is the pajamas, which may surprise you. But what I think everyone has overlooked is your duck slippers.
Those are dinosaurs.
Whatever.
Well, Steven, birds are the dinosaurs that we couldn't kill, okay?
Right.
There you go.
That's what she means.
I saw duck quacking, but okay. Nonetheless, like, those are not cheap slippers. These look very comfortable, and they're like suede, probably suede. So I'm gonna say that the whole pajama outfit was the most expensive. Jingle all the way in the middle, and the Boba Fett helmet you stole from me.
I didn't even consider the slippers part of the set.
No, nobody looked at those.
Let's see. The answer is the pajamas were a gift.
Oh, what?
$10 Boba Fett helmet was $99.
Dylan.
Special shout out to I gotta find their name. Those chat is moving so fast, but the Thud Rubes pointed out that those pajamas don't really fit me very well.
Why?
How come?
Is it because they're looser?
They're just very long for my torso.
Pajamas should be long.
I don't know. I don't own pajamas. Well, now I do. Also, as the only set of pajamas, I wear them all the time, even though it's nowhere near December.
Oh, I get that.
Okay. Molly and Dylan, you two came out with the highest score, so both of you move into our final round.
Oh, no.
Dark Sheik, you're still welcome to guess if you want, but you are no longer eligible for our Stephen Koo themed prize today.
To be determined. We'll see.
Right.
See how that goes. I'm beginning to think this is all just an elaborate trick for you to get away with my Boba Fett helmet. And this is how like you orchestrated some way to validate that it's yours and that like this was the whole point of the game show the whole time.
I created this game show to taunt you and let you know that I got away with it, like Batman villain style.
I was gonna say that's exactly what the Mask of the Phantasm would do. That woman that it was.
All the pieces fit, you know.
That's so empowering that the Mask of the Phantasm was a woman. I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
But also, like, they really just gave that away a week before.
Yeah, it almost makes up for what they did to Barbara Gordon and Killing Joke. Almost.
Oh my god.
JK, nothing will ever make up for that. Fuck you.
Nope.
They brought back the Phantasm in Batman Beyond too, which was cool. They brought her back in the comics and in I think one of the movies. Or
I don't acknowledge her.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about the Phantasm, not Barbara Gordon.
No, I don't acknowledge her Batman Beyond.
Oh, right.
No.
Well, moving on to our finals round, it's the same game every time. He's 32, he lives alone, but does Steven own it? And today, as you know, to be a functioning adult, sometimes you may need something like this. Not everyone has one. Not everyone has a nice one, but a lot of people, I think my age, have it. It is a regular suit. For like jobs or something. Now, you've seen this. This is a green palm tree frond suit with like matching pants. This question is, do you think Stephen Koo owns a regular suit? And you know what, Dylan? You're going up first.
No!
Molly. Oh, never mind. I just saw a chat that was way late. Sorry, go ahead, Dylan.
I already went and came back.
Okay, so far I know for a fact that you own 2 suits, but they are not regular. Maybe a jacket, just like the jacket, and then like that, whatever you're wearing currently.
Gym shorts right now. This shirt doesn't breathe. I'm wearing like gym shorts right now. Recording of the show is me in like. Here, let me see if I can pull.
Show the full fit.
Yeah.
Oof, OnlyFans.
Wow.
Show the feet.
I was really hoping you would have the slippers on. That would have been perfect.
But I feel like you don't have a reason to have a regular suit except for maybe a wedding, but then you bought that suit for a wedding. The one that you're wearing. Is this a trick question? I'm freaking out.
Let's see what our chat says.
Yeah, what does the chat say?
I'm calling it in. Friend. Phone a friend.
57% of them say no, and 43% say yes.
What? That's so. Yeah, that's so even. Oh.
Okay,
okay.
Jambe Chambe is yelling yes. Cat Rocks is yelling no. Thud Rube says he attended my wedding in the last 2 years.
I'm gonna say wild card yes. Just
Okay.
yes.
All right, Molly, you're up. What do you think for the Stephen Koo themed prize? What do you think?
Shoot, I don't want it to tie, but I listen, I want to say yes, but not because I think that you are an adult that owns a suit because a man should own a suit. I think you're an adult who bought a suit to do a cosplay of a suited character. But I've drank a mini's torso worth of brown liquor and I'm feeling a little frisky. So I might just do the opposite just to have some fun. I'm going to say you actually don't own a regular suit.
All right. And just for posterity, Dark Sheik, what do you think?
I think you own a suit with question marks on it like Riddler. I think you own a suit with the dollar signs like that crazy guy in the infomercials.
Oh, man, R.I.P.
But I don't think you have a regular suit. No.
All right. Well, the grand reveal is, yes, I have a regular suit.
Yes.
To you, to Molly and Dark Sheik is, do you guys think I would wear this to like a funeral?
Yes. Well, no, I think if I can speak for both of us, I think we were just thinking that no one in your life had died.
Oh.
Because you exude this joie de vivre that you can only have sans any dead relatives. So.
Oh, right. Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah.
Rather than a Simba here.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the energy you're giving off.
All right.
You're giving off 2 grandma's energy, whether you mean to or not.
I love that. Well, Dylan, that means you won today's prize. Today's prize, I'm going to have to put this microphone down because I need 2 hands to show it. It is a Stephen Koo tea catcher.
Oh, look how cute.
So you'll be getting one of these that tells your Stephen Koo themed fortunes.
Oh, great.
In the mail.
Finally.
I regret winning now.
You are not the first person to say that. We have received that complaint many times. Jabe Chambe is asking in the chat, what are some of the potential fortunes? I'll just read one of them. It is time to get tipsy and yell at the TV.
Oh, you know what? I'm down for that. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, that's tonight's show. Thank you so much. Before we get out of here, each of you, is there anything you'd like to plug? Starting with Molly.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, Stephen. I think you're the nicest man in comedy. I'm so happy to be on your show always. I have a podcast called The Hold Up, which I run with my very best friend, Sam DeSalvo. We found out after the fact there are a lot of podcasts called The Hold Up, but ours is the only one whose logo looks like a Mead notebook. And it's me and my best friend sitting in my closet every week, and we revisit a piece of media that we used to love, which is why I have this Tamagotchi. We're doing an episode on these little fuckers coming up. So The Hold Up podcast, that's my main steez. Other than that, you can follow me on Twitter at Serious Molly, SERIOUS. And that's it. Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast.
All right. Dylan, what do you like to plug?
I have an Etsy store that I'm very proud of. I just linked it, and I sell stuff like this.
Oh my god. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Whole new world.
Yeah, the store is called A Swole New World. I also do streams right before this show on Wednesdays at 5:30. My handle is Simply D.
All right.
SYMPLEED, and that's it.
I love this.
All right. And Dark Sheik, anything you want to plug?
Sure. I do pro wrestling sometimes. I'll be in North Carolina the 21st. Okay, I know these others, like Tampa the 8th and 9th, I think. And in Washington, too. I don't know if people can buy tickets to these, but you can follow me at Dark Sheik FTF on like everything. And I also started a religion. You can see at churchofwrestling.com if you're so inclined. That's it. Yeah. That's
Awesome.
enough. That's a lot.
Yeah, no, thank all of you for being on the show tonight, and we are back every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Thank you to all of you in the chat for watching us, and have a great night.
Good night.
Yay.
Happy St.
Thank you.
Patrick's